up, everybody? It's your boy King Skylar back with another stream. And today we're doing a fun stream. It is about MLB The Show 25. We're going to play at Rockies Coors Field. And actually we're going to play at, let's actually play at San Diego, Petco Park. Let's go 7-inning game. June, Wayne. Fernando Tatis Jr. is going to be with us. Got a better. So guys, I hope we're having fun. Hope we're having a great day.
Along with Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi, and it may be interesting to see the offensive approach in this one, Chris. The wind is blowing in from the outfield pretty steadily.
Yeah, in conditions like this, you just want to make sure that you hit the ball more on a line. You get it up in the air. It's just got more of a opportunity to be caught at the warning track instead of getting out of the ballpark. So think, keeping it down, drive it into the gaps, and get your extra base hits in this one.
It's the New York Yankees and the San Diego Padres. First pitch coming your way next.
First pitch.
About to get started here. And towing the slab here, Darvish.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. It's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Down the middle of the zone.
That one misses.
That's not a ball.
2-1.
Just the third pitch of the night, and already a little question on the strike zone of the umpire in this one.
And that misses. And the count is 3-1. And there's a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Makes the grab, one down. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience singing.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time. And they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Tatis. Misses the ball, and it falls in. Jazz on his horse coming around third.
Whoa, what
Safe.
the heck?
He comes all the way around for an inside the park home run.
What?
Well, they call it one of the most exciting plays in baseball for a reason, Boog. Always fun to see an inside the parker. And, man, he was flying out of the box. And I think that by the time he was getting a second, he had it in his mind to go all the way. That's just great hustle from start to finish.
That's towards center. Merrill under it. Whips on it, and it falls in. Around second now as they still don't have it. And he's there at third with a triple.
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Okay, Cody, let's see what you got.
And that's through there for a strike. Good job to fight that one off. Darvish delivers. Battling here as he fouls it away. Judge stands at third with one gone in the inning. Up the middle. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost art for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And here is Giancarlo Stanton.
Go slider.
And a swing and a miss there.
Single.
Now this is in the air down the line. Hayward in and to his right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. Out number 2.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Steps off, checks the runner at first.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swinging a foul straight back.
Yeah, Austin.
A little tardy on that fastball. He's going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. First inning and already up to 23 pitches. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. That's the third out.
Let's go.
Stepping in for San Diego, Luis Arias.
Luis
The
Arias.
first baseman, Luis Arias.
Line drive. Takes it in for the out. So digging in now for San Diego, Jackson Merrill.
Go, boom.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the Padres have a man aboard with one out. So man aboard, one down, and it's Tatis at the plate.
Let's go, y'all.
Runner on the move. Bounding ball here. Rolls foul.
I hate those. They're so difficult.
Line drive, base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out. Now Machado up here.
Manny Machado. Blocks that
He
ball.
swings and hits a fly ball. Center field. Bellinger makes the grab.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Runner takes off. Pitch misses. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. The 1-0. Runner goes again. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Yeah, I like being aggressive right there with 2 outs. It's kind of a classic steal situation. You get thrown out, no big deal. That guy at the plate leads off the next inning. Now, a single to the outfield can push a run across.
Yeah, I have to get one deal or I'm gonna lose.
Smoked on the ground a second. Throws to first in time. That's the third out. Top of the second. Here's the veteran first baseman. Darvish back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
12
well, here's an interesting stat on
middle.
Darvish. He has more than 100 wins in his big league career. The only Japanese-born pitcher with more wins is Hideo Nomo, my former teammate.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there, he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez.
Sorry, guys, I'm quiet. I'm
And
focusing
first pitch
really badly.
fastball is in for a strike. Check swing, called strike. Foul ball, still 0-2.
Okay, no, I gotta get this.
Darvish kicks, delivers. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. One out, bases empty. Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
Okay, now you're just waiting for a fastball now.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Gets it to first. 2 up, 2 down on the top of the second. 2 down, bases empty. Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees. Right through there for a strike.
Let's go. Boom.
Center field. Merrill on the move. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Back here at Petco Park, bottom of the second. Stepping in for San Diego, Xander Bogaerts. Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
0-1.
I was way too late contacting this.
Out to short. Volpe throws it to first in time. Bogaerts retired.
Batting 7, the left fielder, Jason.
Here's Jason Hayward. That one ripped.
That's back there. That's out of here.
Later. And this place is rocking. It's 2-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. The pitcher knew as soon as that ball left his fingertips, it was trouble. Right on a platter, right down the heart of the plate. I'm sorry, but big league hitters don't miss that pitch.
And now it's Tirso Ornelas. That one to first. And he takes it himself for the out. Next, it's the catcher for the Padres, Luis Campusano. On the ground to Jazz. Tosses to first. And that is the third out of the inning.
No. Bam. San Diego Studios.
Top half of the third inning. Now it's the shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
Volpe.
Goes down the middle.
And a foul ball.
Right down the heart of the plate.
Next offering is in for a strike. It feels like we might be headed towards a rain delay if the weather doesn't ease up, Chris.
Yeah, the umpiring crew are going to pay attention to how the weather is impacting this game. And the moment it becomes dangerous, I think, is the moment we'll be forced to take a break.
Yeah, so you on the platter.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
I literally just served it up on the platter. So, yeah. Now you gotta get that.
And 1-2.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Corrals it. One up, one down. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. He's already homered here in this one. Splits the plate. It's 0-1.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball, still 0-2.
One down, base is empty. 0-2. Sweeper outside the zone, then fly inside the zone.
Ripped on a line. Makes the grab for the second out.
The batter, the right fielder.
Here is Aaron Judge. He tripled and scored his first time. And looks like he wants the signs again as he steps off the rubber. They go with the intentional walk, so he's on first with 2 out. Man at first. There comes Cody Bellinger. RBI single his last time up. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Bellinger, 29 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Just missed.
2 down. Push one, push.
This one ripped, but foul to the right. There's a strike.
Way outside the zone.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Up now, the Padre leadoff man, Luis Arias. On the ground, right side. Tosses to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
The center fielder, number
Next for the
3,
Padres, Jackson Merrill. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Actually, that's like my 4th shot.
And that one in the air center field. Bellinger in position. And there's 2 away. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Ground ball up the middle. Fires over to first.
Oh my God,
And they go down
forgot
fast.
to
3.
3 up, 3
And we're back. John Chomp be with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Giancarlo Stanton. New arm out of the bullpen, Ryan Hoeing.
Now pitching
Well, they
for
didn't
the
get much
Padres,
length out of their starter in
number
this one,
78.
so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
And one gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells. A sliding stop at short. The throw, it's there, and that's a great play.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
Goldie takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. And another ball. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Hit in the air, right field. Tatis drifts towards it. Misses the catch. Makes the turn and heads for second. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. And he's into third with a 2-out triple.
Okay.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a long dart in there, and he found a way.
Swing and a ground ball. Cronenworth throws on to first. And the inning is over. Back here in San Diego, bottom of the fourth, here's Manny Machado. And Manny gets a piece.
Come on, let's get the tying run on base.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a fair ball.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge. Just a bloop hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder, so he just found the perfect place to drop that one in right there.
Runner holds it second, but they've got something going on here. Here's Bogarts now. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at-bat. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Runner breaks for third. Pitch in for a strike. And the throw out at third. With the tying run on at first, we're here in the bottom of the fourth. Runner on the go again. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And that's the second out of the inning on the force play.
Buddy, why'd you stay back?
So digging in now for San Diego, Jason Hayward. He's already homered in this game. Bogarts on the go. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pretty well struck. Dominguez reaching back towards the wall. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. New inning getting started. Now here is Oswaldo Cabrera. Right through there for a strike. On a line out towards center. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Around second now as they still don't have it. Passes third. He wants it all. Not in time. He makes it safely for an inside the park home run.
Why would you throw it like that?
And now Anthony Volpe. Inside corner at the knees. That's a strike. Good fastball. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Volpe around second, headed for third. And he's got himself a triple.
Jesus.
Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Brian Hoeing will depart.
Now pitching.
So the Padres with a new arm on the mound, Yuki Matsui.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
And now, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Swing and a miss. And that's strike one.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
In comes the run from third to add on. Yankees up by 3. Swings through that one for strike 2.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
And that's downstairs. And it's 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out. And now big number 9. Very unusual here. An intentional walk with the bases empty and 1 out. 1 gone, runner at first. So now the Yankees cleanup hitter, Cody Bellinger. Fouled off. He was late. Judge over at first with 1 away. Fouled off left side. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. Judge around second. Headed for the plate. And he's at third with 1 away. That's a triple.
Jesus.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Stanton in the box again. Takes a strike. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Picks himself up an RBI. Timing on the swing is good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Austin Wells getting ready to hit. He swings and fouls 1 off. The 0-1. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Up next for the Yankees.
And Paul Goldschmidt will come up to hit. That's to third. Machado fires to first on the run. Nicely done for the out. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Jeez.
2 outs. 2 in scored position. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Oh my God. Just hit the ball forwards, not late, you dingus. Jesus.
Fouled off. And they'll do it again.
I might as well go fast.
Also really good at that. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. So 9. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now, Tirso Ornelas. Cole back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Padres definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. It feels like it's been 1 first pitch out after another, and they've given up 8 outs on the first pitch alone.
Bro, it's 6-1.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Not do that. Like, actually hit it forwards, dummy. You know the ball's supposed to go forwards, Ornelas.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. And the 0-2. And ring him up, says Carl Dixon. That's a strikeout. Now the catcher up to hit, Luis Campusano. Grounded out his first time up. Line drive to short. And caught.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives don't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
The rise. Stands in now and watches strike one. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Lined into left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Digging in, Jackson Merrill, 1 for 2. First offering, runner goes. We go to the top of the 7th. Aaron Judge at the plate. And first offering is fouled off.
Nope, outside.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, that split caught a lot of the zone. Definitely a hittable pitch, but coming off the fastball the pitch before, it's kind of tough to recognize. You notice there's something different about it. He threw it with the same arm action, same release point, and he left it up. But the movement and the change of speeds, that was enough to do the job.
And the lefty kicks, delivers. This one smoked, could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. Safe at third with a triple, his 3rd hit of the day.
Well, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. I love the hustle out of the box, man.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And that is gone. A 2-run homer. It's 8-1. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
Gets to it with a slide. Gathers and throws, and that's a great play for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit, Paul Goldschmidt. Close, but called a ball. 1-0.
Not giving him a pitch to hit there isn't a bad thing. He's dealing with a great first pitch hitter up there.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. The rise makes the play, and it's out. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Tim Hill.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Now it's the DH, Tirso Ornelas. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back there. Gone. He hammers one out to right. It's 8-2.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient and waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Next to hit, Luis Campusano. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in here at the bottom of the 7th. There's a swing and a drive. It's a bomb.
Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Manager out of the dugout.
Now pitching for
So they turn to the veteran pitcher in this spot, Mark Leiter Jr. And he has some nasty breaking stuff. Luis Ariz stands in. 1 for 3. In the air, left field, down the line, and that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. And there's a fly ball, deep right field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall, should be extra bases. And now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. Drilled out towards left center field. Dominguez sizes this one up. That's out number 2. So it's their last chance in this one. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. And it's fouled off. Time called. They're down to their final strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Leiter is just 1 strike away. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that.
That was 37 minutes, so I'm going to do a little franchise game. Actually, I'm going to do a little. I'm going to do one road to the show. Actually, I'm going to do one of my boys' franchise, become the GM of your favorite. This one. Whoopsies, dropped it. Spencer Strider and Joe Ryan.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend set. It's the Minnesota Twins going up against the Atlanta Braves. Biggest storyline coming into this one is how effective this team's starting rotation has been of late. They've been on an absolute tear, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, they've been lights out. It's almost like each starter's trying to outdo the last. Game after game, they're keeping opposing hitters just guessing up there at the dish. Can't wait to see if that momentum carries over to today.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr.
1-0.
Ripped to third. Throws across the diamond. They get the out on Acuna. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. Grounded out his first time. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on.
Harris batting for the second time, and that's strike one. Close one, doesn't get the call. And the count is 1-1.
Go.
Acuna runs. Strike in there. Throw to second. Out there.
Buddy,
And
that was safe.
so 2 down. Now Correa up to hit. Line drive. That's a base hit into right field. And that keeps the inning alive.
So weird.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Back at Truist Park, bottom of the 6th. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Ronald Acuna Jr. Ryan back to work. That one is absolutely belted. And it's off the wall. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Harris in the box now. Takes strike one.
In today's game, outs are valuable, so guys aren't just willing to give themselves up to advance a runner. They're trying to drive him in as well in the process. So I don't expect him to shorten up and just try to hit behind the runner here.
With the go-ahead run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. In there for strike 3. The throw. Tag. And he's out.
Well, Boog, I never really like trying to steal third base with my teammates up there with 2 strikes. That hitter's got a battle going on, and they see you take off. Everything gets a little more exciting, a little quicker. They might end up swinging at a pitch that's not in the strike zone. Right there, a strikeout and a throw out at third. It's just really disappointing.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Around first, heading for 2. In with a double, and the go-ahead runs at second with 2 out.
Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters. Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Acuna stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Two outs. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Braves go down. This is Willie Castro. Line, and that's a base hit. Miranda coming around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single.
Well, a big swing of the bat right there. High fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside. Get that barrel there to meet it just in time. I'll tell you what, it's not easy to do.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Sends it to center, and this should be it. And that'll wrap it up. The Twins with the rubber match of this 3-game.
Wait, no. No. Did we lose the series? Did we lose the series? I think we lost the series. And we lost the series. Win. Auto. Win. Well, guys, that's the end of my live. I hope you had a fun time. Goodbye, guys. Peace.